Hello everybody, welcome to episode number 12 of the debut series. That means we're 12 weeks into prep, which is fucking terrifying. 6 and a bit weeks out. I've got something exciting to show you today, and that's why I have Matt filming it for me, because firstly I'm going to be busy, and secondly it's nice that he can do the editing for me and maybe put some memes in, because I've been slacking on that front a little bit.
You naughty, you teasing me, you naughty.
I'll just kind of run through what this episode is going to be. I'm moving. I am 6 weeks out and I am moving, and I will explain all about why. It's very prep kind of focused, but also some other things. So I'm going to explain that throughout the video, but what I want to do is just kind of give you an update what I'm doing right now, and then take you along the journey with us and explain everything along the way. So I have just done my cardio today. I don't know if you can see like the redness from the vaso burn, but I've just done my cardio, and I've met Matt here at like the old place. I'm gonna make what is probably a pre-workout meal, because after we've shifted a few bits into the new place, I'm gonna go and train, and yeah, just take you along with me. I also have had my check-in response from Danny, so whilst I make my meal, I'm gonna listen to that, see what Boss Lady has to say. I'm a little bit nervous. Fuck knows what she's going to do to me this week. But no, we're going to get stuck into things, and yeah, let's have a listen.
You do have the odd day like that. For example, when you're moving, it's relatively inevitable, but just try and keep them as close to your target as you can, where you can, just because of the impact it will have on recovery and fatigue as a whole. From now, I have set you daily cardio. So cardio every day from now. When we get closer to a show, day. I will obviously taper that down.
So, check-in response from Danny. Cardio is now up to 7 days a week, aka cardio constantly for the foreseeable, until peak week. We'll kind of taper that down and just have a deload week, have me chill out. But cardio is every single day now. It's 250 calories. I wear my polar chest strap on the Stairmaster, just to kind of measure how much I'm burning, obviously, but I'm trying to keep my cardio intensity down because I want to keep it between 120 to 140 beats per minute, really keep that intensity low, so that I'm just not getting fatigued and just, yeah, low impact stuff. So that's all good. I am still pretty much enjoying cardio. It's just nice to listen to some music, respond to messages, listen to a podcast or whatever. So that's all good. Training is staying as it is. You'll see an upper body session later today when I take you through that. But now it's time to pack up the last few bits from here and take you to the new place. So I've taken most things over there and pretty much got settled yesterday, but there's a few remaining things which I need to take from here. Basically protein powder and supplements. But like, obviously the first move wasn't enough because I've got so much. That's pretty much all of my belongings. I'm out of actual boxes, so it's time to just shove this into the bag. Hello MTV, and welcome to my crib. I'm Millie Tjepkovic. I'm just a bikini girl. Come in, let me show you in. Okay guys, so this is my new place. It is nice, open, light, spacious, comfy, and I mean, how could you not absolutely finish prep with a fucking bang when you've got Arnie up there telling you to put that cookie down?
Oh, these cookies! Put that cookie down now!
So I'm obviously in good hands, but yeah, I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a tour around. Kitchen is nice, small enough for me, because it's just me, and I don't cook much. As you saw in my full day of eating video, it takes me like 10 minutes to chop up some lettuce and some tofu as a vegan bodybuilder. Actually, let me show you the fridge. What does it look like when you are 6 weeks out from your show as a vegan bikini athlete?
Wow.
So we've got some green stuff, some tomatoes, some yogurt, and this chicken and veggies. That's Matt's. That's not even mine. Don't forget the 10 cal jellies. I actually think these are better when they're out of the fridge, so I'm just gonna leave those on the side. But yeah, let me take you and show you the rest of the place. So this is just a spare room, to be honest, with lots of storage. So all of my activewear might just about fit in here. But yeah, there is a pull-up bar, but fingers crossed I'm not going to be doing pull-ups at home for much longer, or, you know, maybe there'll be another lockdown in a couple of weeks, who knows. Bedroom, again, it's a shag pad, right? For me, myself and I love pad for all the self-love that I have. Yeah, it's just a pretty empty looking bedroom. There is a fantastic mirror here and one just behind you, which is primarily going to be used for taking nudes and posing practice. So there's that, and then just the bathroom really, which is a place where I could shit. So that's what it's for. Exfoliation, actually. I'm doing a lot of that now. If you don't exfoliate at least twice a week when you're 6 weeks out, your tan's gonna be shit. So exfoliate and moisturise. But yeah, this is my new place. So I'm gonna go into probably telling you guys a little bit about why I have decided to move, and probably what you want to consider if you are going into a prep and your living situation might not be optimal. Okie dokie. This is so good. It's like fucking crack to me right now. That's ridiculous. Okay guys, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a sit down and a talk about your living situation and prep. Funnily enough, someone messaged on Instagram or dropped a comment yesterday and said, can you talk a little bit about your living situation and how it affects your prep, and also how that kind of impacts how, you know, you are getting on, because she lived with people and that has also been my situation. So up until now, let me give you a bit of a backstory. So when I was kind of in lockdown 1, I was living in Bristol where I was doing a work placement. That finished in August. And then my work was still remote, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to move back home to Milton Keynes for the next 6 months, for how long my placement was meant to be. But obviously that ended up being a whole lot longer because we got put into lockdown 2, then lockdown 3, and I've just been working from home ever since. So I moved home back in with my older brother into his flat, but it had kind of got to the stage over these last few months where getting into prep, training at home, you know, starting prep at home, it's been really fucking tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you've got so much that you need to consider in terms of your space when you are on prep. You need somewhere to do your posing practice. You need somewhere that you're going to do your check-ins. You need, to be honest, in my opinion, you need a quiet space for kind of stress management. So like, I go to bed early. Sleep is really important. If you're living with people who are going to disrupt that, be noisy, not respect it, that's going to then impact you, impact your sleep, impact your recovery, impact how you feel the next day. Like, even getting into the depths of prep now, like every so often I might need to take a bit of a nap in the middle of the day, and having other people around or disrupting your space is not good. Like, it's also the thing that you've got to consider that a lot of people won't understand, that you need to eat your meals, however many fucking meals you have per day. Some people are having like 7 meals a day when they're on prep, and you need to eat those meals at those times, and you're gonna be fucking hungry. If you've got people in the kitchen whilst you're trying to meal prep, people in your way, things like that, you don't realise how much all of that can really build up over time. And I just noticed myself getting like very stressed, not having my own space. I'm a very #independent woman.
Yes, queen, yes, queen! Yeah!
So I really do like to have my own space, and I enjoy my own company. And so it had just got to the point where I was just like, I need to do posing practice every single day. I need to get up really, really early to do my cardio, and I just want my own space to not be disrupted by other people, and likewise not to disrupt others. You know, living with other people, getting up early, especially like when I was training at home, trying to train in the mornings before starting work and having loud music. Like, you can't really do that when you are living with other people. So lockdown really fucked things over, but also just going into prep, I've realised how important it is to have my own space for stress management. It really, really is important. Now, this is not to say you can't make it work if you live with people who are respectful, who appreciate your journey, who understand it. It's not to say that it's not going to work if you have a big enough bedroom and stuff where you can do everything, or, you know, your family is super supportive and don't give a fuck that you are going to be in the kitchen every single morning in a thong, in a pair of heels. Like, that is totally cool if those around you respect it. But I'm not being funny, I couldn't be didn't really want to get my ass out in front of my brother every morning to do posing. So that's why I'm here now. And because I'm working from home for still the foreseeable, I have just decided to shift myself to another place. I'm still in Milton Keynes. Oh, I didn't even say, this is literally 3-4 minutes around the corner of the gym. So cardio and training is literally just around the corner now. So yeah, it's awesome, it's exciting, and I know that just having my own space is going to make the rest of prep and all of my shows run smoothly, and maybe it'll be nice to host parties afterwards, pizza parties and all sorts. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything that you want me to discuss a little bit further about that, drop them in the comments below and I will get back to you, because I think this is something which I haven't really seen any other kind of people who are in bodybuilding cover. And for me, it's actually been really important to acknowledge that I've got a good environment. You know, you are a product of your environment. You're in a messy, stressy environment, you're gonna be like that, hun, and you don't want that, okay? That's my little chat about why I've moved and how it's gonna help me. I am probably going to get changed out of my cardio clothes and then put on some training clothes and go back to the gym to train. We're gonna hit an upper body session. And I did ask you some questions actually on Instagram. If you don't follow me already, Coached by Millie, drop me a follow. But yeah, I did get some questions from you guys, so I think we'll run through a few of those whilst I'm training, and you can see what we're up to. But yeah, catch you in a bit. If I can have to tiptoe for this. I probably should have chosen a lower down cupboard. Oh mate, it's a fresh one. In with the talon. Why do I have to attack everything with a knife when you're all here? 27 grams is one scoop. It's like 25 grams of carbs. And nowadays, it's actually quite hard to drink my carbs when I know that I could be eating them. But I prefer to have it during my session because I do really notice the difference that it makes. Where are the watermelon ones? Oh, they're already out. Crap brains. By. Okay guys, so we are literally on the way to buy a coffee machine. Well, I bought one, I think it's been delivered, so I'm gonna go pick it up, but I also need to get a few more like homeware bits to make it nice and cozy. I did ask yesterday on Instagram if any of you wanted me to cover some questions, and we've had a few through, so Matt's going to ask them and I shall answer them.
Do you struggle to compare yourself to other people on prep?
Do I struggle to compare myself, or do I struggle not to compare myself?
Yeah, sorry.
In all honesty, I have found myself not like actively like looking at competition, but you kind of end up seeing people who are doing the same shows as you, just due to the fact that you're like, you know what, when you like, the bodybuilding world is a small one, so you do tend to come across people who are going to be competing in the same shows as you. You do look at people who are the same age as you and might have been doing this for longer. You might look at someone's body part and go, fucking hell, that looks awesome. But so yes, I kind of compare myself, but in a very kind of like objective way, just like areas of myself that I'd like to work on developing. So I don't kind of beat myself up if I am comparing myself to someone. At the end of the day, that's what bodybuilding is. It is picking apart someone's physique. That is the fucking sport, and that's what I can do with mine. But on days that aren't so good, maybe I won't feel so great about it. So long story short, like, yeah, I do look at other people every now and then just because they are there in front of me on social media, but I haven't found it's impacted me negatively yet. Should that change, like closer to showtime, I might stop looking at people on Instagram, might not have as much screen time, but the whole game of bodybuilding for me, and the whole reason why I'm doing it, is literally to be the best version of me. Like, you guys know that I've gone through a pretty big transformation, so to step on a fucking bodybuilding stage is something that I never ever imagined that I would do. So I'm already happy. I don't need to compare myself to anyone else, because I'm comparing myself to who I was a few years ago, and I'm a whole lot better. So that's my answer to that one.
What's the first thing that you think about when you wake up?
First thing I think about when I wake up? Coffee. Why do you think we're going to go and buy a coffee machine? Literally good quality coffee. To be honest, I always drink my Hydromax and my EAAs before I drink coffee, but genuinely, I just think about having a coffee, just jumping out of bed, mate, being grateful for life, going to do my cardio, appreciating what I have, being blessed to wake up every single fucking day. That's what I think about when I wake up. It's the good life. Okay, so we've pulled up to Curry's. My order is ready to collect, but apparently we're not allowed to go inside and collect it anymore. We sit in the parking bay and we tell them to come and bring it to our car. Apparently you just pop your boot and they put it in the back. If this is a way to get fat and lazy, I was planning on getting my steps in, but no. Guys, I've got to sit in my car and collect the coffee machine. Is that it? No.
That's a big coffee machine.
That's not for me. So we're going to answer the last couple of questions whilst we wait for them to bring the coffee machine, which is fucking taking ages. So yeah, what's the next question?
The best and worst part of prep.
Best part of prep? It's just the challenge. I love it. I love having to be challenged in terms of time, in terms of like managing everything in my life. It gives me no choice but to level up and run my business more efficiently, work more efficiently, connecting with other people who have been through the same process. It's nice to see, you know, what I've built in the fucking off season as I start to slowly develop, I start to get a little bit leaner. It's nice to see that my hard work's paying off. So that's, I think the whole process is what I enjoy the most. Obviously I haven't got on stage yet, so I don't know whether that might trump it, but I'm just loving it for what it is, the grind. I just wish there was more time, because now I have to be very cutthroat with saying yes to doing certain things. Like, it's not even like social occasions or meeting up with people is something that I want to say, like, it's not because of the food, it's not because of the fact that I can't consume anything, it's the fact that I don't have the fucking time. Like, I'm running a business, I'm working full time, I've got to train 4 times a week, I've got steps, I've got cardio. Like, I literally can hear the minute ticking in the back of my head every single day because of how busy I am and how much I need to do, like, in terms of prep. And I just kind of wish that there was more time, because I don't want to neglect those that I love, and I've had to cancel on a few plans. Yeah, nice one, mate. You can pop it in the back. This is so weird. Perfect. Right, apparently he doesn't put it in the boot for me. But yeah, essentially, I just wish I had more time for those that I love. But it's a sacrifice you have to make. We've got the goods. I'll put it in the back of the boot then, shall I? Starbucks is there. Shall we go to Starbucks? Decaf coffee. I like the way that I almost almost forgot not to say decaf.
And oops.
It's too small.
Short people problems.
That ugly one is mine. It's the fact that you didn't hand it to me, mate.
Well, you got that little
Excuse
put her
me.
out thing there for a reason.
Literally. I can put you out in a second. I actually can't be arsed. No! Not my... Not my fucking Eco Sport button.
Is training different? So is there any variables that are different versus training off season and on season?
Training is different in terms of I've had my hamstring volume come down. I've been really working to develop my glutes and hamstrings, obviously for bikini. But my hamstrings are the #1 muscle group which get fucked pretty easily. Now that my recovery is down, back to the gym as well. Danny's brought my hamstring volume down, but obviously still training them as a priority. And also just not as much kind of compound stuff, more machines, just lack of stability really. You start to lose a little bit of stability as you start to become smaller, leaner. So, utilising machines as much as you can is going to be to your benefit. But in terms of my split, I'm still on upper-lower split. Still hitting that because, to be honest, it's what I can commit to. And you want to train on as little volume as possible. Like, if you don't need to go to the gym 6 times per week, which is just silly anyway, don't fucking do that. Because if you can progress on less, do that. And then over time, as you become more advanced, you'll be able to incorporate further training sessions and stuff like that. But just do what's sustainable for you. Time to go buy stuff.
Hold on.
Don't know, whatever I fancy. Okay guys, so we've picked up the coffee machine. I also did a little homeware shop. I'm going to show you. I don't know whether you care about this, but sometimes people are nosy and like to see what other people get. So I'm going to take you through it anyway, because we all love the content, don't we? So we've got another Nespresso Virtuo machine. These are like the Tory capsules, not the normal Nespresso ones, but the posh ones. But yeah, big box. Do you know what's funny? That it's white, but I don't think I ordered the white one. Should we see what's inside? Because if it's white, then it's wrong. I've literally just bought a kettle that's meant to match this. Drum roll, please. Oh wait, no, it looks black. Yeah, boy. Oh, we've got coffee pods. It comes with coffee pods. Because I don't have any. Beautiful. I'm a disaster of a human. There we go. That's going to get me through prep. If I don't smash it first. Let me take you through the rest of what I got. So, as I said, I bought a kettle. Because that one's not so great. Kettle. I got, how cute is this? Some little plastic plants, because every single plant that I kill, that explains it all, doesn't it? Every single plant I kill. So this one, even if I do water it, hopefully it still doesn't die. So I'll find somewhere to put that. I've got some little candles, because we smell nice and womanly in this property. Towels. Bath mat, grey, not white, because tan and black hair leaches into everything that is white, so we've gone for the darker colours. We've got a diffuser, rose and orange blossom, something fancy like that. And then finally we've got a shit stick, because we don't leave skid marks. If you come into my house and leave a skid mark, I'll put your face in it, because that's disgusting. And then just a matching holdery thingy for like my toothbrushes. Gonna feel a little bit more homely, smell a little bit more nice. And we're all settled in. So thank you guys for tuning in to this one. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It's been a busy day. Cardio in the morning, moving stuff, training, buying stuff, but it's been fun. It is about 6 o'clock now. It is 6 o'clock now, which means it's time for meal number 3. I'm gonna crack on with some work. And that's it. Stay tuned for next week, guys. it's my birthday next week. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'll probably just put some candles in some cream of rice or something like that because birthday doesn't mean shit when you're on prep. But yeah, I'll have a good one in store for you next week. But send lots of love this way to this video. Thank you to Matt for doing it for me. Drop a like, drop a comment, and I'll catch you in episode number 13. See ya. Very nice. Can we do it again? I couldn't even compose myself. Blooper, we'll cut it out, we'll go again. Look at that beautiful toilet with skin marks.